This video is for Dr. Oz. I understand that you're doing an investigation into Medicaid fraud. I strongly urge you to start investigating home healthcare centers that's privately run in the Bronx community and in Brooklyn and in Queens. There is an alleged massive fraud operation happening, and the Democrats are ignoring it. They know that there's fraud happening, and they're playing to get along. And these groups are trying to push for more contracts and more fundings so that they can continue their illegal operations. There are empty, so-called empty healthcare centers, home healthcare centers in these communities because no one is looking into it. Nobody's going to check to see if there's actual people in a home healthcare center or to check to see if there's actually actual workers assigned to these home healthcare centers. Let me just say this, the Democrats are aware. And if you think that the Minnesota fraud is something, it's nothing compared to what is happening in New York. And they're going to bury it. They're going to bury it. I'm going to continue to speak about it. There is not just fraud happening in healthcare, there's fraud happening in the nonprofit world and also in the small business world. It's been going on for a very long time. It's been calculated, it's been thought through. And guess what? You have alleged elected officials that's purposely funding these radical nonprofits that's funneling money to different groups, to different places outside of the United States, and some of them are even putting that money back into the elected officials' campaigns. So you have to really do a deep dive. There needs to be a serious federal audit of all of these organizations, and it's going to take a work of multiple divisions to start cracking down a massive fraud happening in the blue cities and blue states. But New York, I suspect, is going to be bigger than Minnesota. New York and California, I think, is tied neck and neck. And them raising taxes on working class people, it's just the tip of the iceberg. It's to continue to keep the fraud going because it's not the working class people that's going to benefit. Rich people are not going to benefit from this because guess what? The streets are dirty. The homelessness will continue to rise. Criminals are out there on the street. It's not improving. So you have to really question, who is the money for? Who's pocketing this money? Where is this money going? And it's going to take a long time before you can really crack down to see who's doing what. And Governor Kathy Hochul may end up like Governor Tim Walz.